Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run now with Gaskin. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 42. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real State after that last run, found his spot, and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Tua now on first down. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down at 5. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. After the turnover, it's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
Waddle will return this from the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing?
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Miles Gaskin, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. They'll run. It's Sanders. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Back to throw. High throw, but the catch is made.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Raekwon Davis
able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Phillips, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another run with Gaskin. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. To throw is Tua. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's back to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Hurts will throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Tua to throw. Out to his left. he's going to lose a yard or two.